guys, G1 Yugioh here, and today I'm going to be discussing the different summoning forms in Yugioh. I'm going to be talking about fusion summoning, synchro summoning, seize summoning, and the newest form of summoning is pendulum summoning. Now first, I'm going to be starting off with the first one that showed up, which is fusion summoning. When the game first started, fusion summoning was the thing. It was the thing that it was the only card in the extra deck zone. Now it was called the fusion zone because only fusions existed at that time. Then came synchro monsters, and then it was renamed the extra deck zone because you had a non-fusion in the extra deck zone. And then later people made the Xyz monsters, and then it's still called the extra deck zone. And then a new form of summoning, pendulum summoning, came out, and currently people do not like this as much. Well, people like it and people don't like it, mainly because some people think it's broken, as in too OP, as in too overpowered. For those who don't talk video game slang, OP is overpowered, and broken in card games as in it totally breaks the game, as in it wins no matter what. So that's pendulum summoning there. This is Xyz summoning, this is synchro summoning, and this is fusion summoning. Okay, first things first. This is a fusion monster, purple coated card. It says there, fusion. Now, like I said, fusion monsters are in the extra deck zone, so there's that. And they can only be brought out in a few different ways actually. This one, you need a fusion summon it using these specific monsters. Let's see if I can. There we go. It's called Edge Imp Sabers and a Fluffle Bear. Now this is called an archetype. An archetype is when a group of cards who can be a deck of themselves, basically. Now this is a Fluffle, Frightfur, and Edge Imp deck. Okay, this is an archetype by itself. Frightfur monsters, Edge Imp, and Fluffle. Now here's your extra deck monster. I don't have the exact Edge Imp monster, so I'm just going to use this guy just to give you a general idea. Now, how to fusion summon, you need to have these two monsters either in your field or hand, and you need to activate a fusion card. Well, just one. This is called Frightfur Fusion, and this one, sorry, and I just do something, make sure it's not blurry anymore. Fusion summon one Frightfur fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing fusion materials, as in these guys. They're called fusion materials. Listed on it from your side of the field or your graveyard. You can activate one Frightfur fusion per turn. Now this spell says from your field or graveyard. Now this means that you can have this guy here and you can have one in the graveyard. Hello. And then you just like banish them. And when it says banish, that's when you know, basically out of the game, but they're still in the game. It's kind of hard to explain, but I mean, when it says banish, it doesn't mean go to the graveyard. It doesn't mean go back to the hand. It doesn't mean go back to the deck. It means you are gone from the game. So there's that. Oh, sorry, move. That was gonna fall for a second. Okay, now once you activate, when you have these two monsters on your field and graveyard, because of this card's effect, you activate it and then you bring out Frightfur Bear, and then it has its own effect. So there's that. That's fusion summoning right there. Not every fusion monster can be brought out like that. Some of them say, oh, you don't need a spell card. You just need to have him on the field. And some are like, oh, you just need one monster or something like that. So that's fusion summoning right there. it gets more complicated on its way as the game develops. It gets more unique, basically. The other one is the second one that came out, as in synchro summoning. Now, synchro summoning are white coded monsters. They also have a level, they have attributes, and they have effects, and they even have synchro there. Now, synchro monsters are my personal favorite because when I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh in 2009, that's when synchro monsters were out, and that they came in the first deck I bought, my first starter deck, and they came with synchro monsters, and that's how I won my first duel, by synchro summoning. And then started getting better and better at the game, but getting a little bit. Now, what you need for synchro monsters are you're gonna need a monster called tuner monsters. Now, here's a tuner monster. Tuner monsters are basically that allow you to synchro summon. Okay, so sometimes, like fusion summoning, you're gonna need a specific tuner to synchro summon. Now, the ones I just brought out, you don't need a specific tuner to bring out, the synchro monsters. But yeah, you need a tuner monster in the field, and then you need non-tuners. So you only need one tuner most of the time. It's one tuner, and you need to have non-tuners. So it's like, so let me just show you. And then in order to synchro summon, you need to have monsters. You need to synchro summon monsters on the field. It has to be on the field. You need to add up the levels of all monsters on the field that you're going to be using for the synchro summon, and if their levels add up to the synchro monster you want to bring out, you can bring it out. And you need a tuner monster, right? Tuner monster level 1, non-tuner monster level 4, and then where is it? Yeah, there we go. It was hiding there. Then there's the non-tuner level 2. So you have 1, 4, 2, 1, 5, 7. And then you just synchro summon, and when you do this, they all go to the graveyard. And then you bring out your level 7 synchro monster, Yazi, Evil the Yangzing. For me, when I first got this card out of a booster pack, I was like, Yazi sounds like Nazi. You know what I'm saying? Don't support it, but I mean, it sounds like Nazi. Or the game Yahtzee, the game Yahtzee. Okay, and you synchro summon just by putting it on the field. Now notice, I forgot to mention, but fusion summoning, synchro summoning, Xyz summoning, and pendulum summoning are considered special summons. And so if a card says, okay, negate the special summon of a card, then you can negate these cards as well. Okay? And that is synchro summoning. And you can do this many times as well. You can synchro summon as many times as you want because it's considered as a special summon. Now, okay, let's do another one. 1, 5, well, 4, but you add it up as 5. And then you add a 3, 8, and then you synchro summon for level 8 synchro monster. Okay, let's put it that way. And for the final example of a tuner, level 1. Level 5 to make level 6, level 1 to make a level 7, and level 2 to make a level 9. Synchro summon all up, bring out a level 9. And one thing about synchro summoning is that it tells you even how many monsters you're going to need. One tuner, one or more non-tuner monsters. So you can have 2, 3, 4 monsters. And I think that is it. That is synchro summoning. Pretty basic. I like it more than fusion summoning. And then there's Xyz summoning. I'll get to that in a little bit. Okay, this video's a bit long now. So okay. So what I want to show you now is Xyz summoning. Let me get these guys out of the way. Xyz summoning are black coded cards, and they're actually, I mean, it's debatable on which one's easier to bring out between synchro summoning and Xyz summoning, but let me just show you what these cards mean in a little bit. Okay, Xyz summoning don't have levels, by the way. They're called ranks, and notice how their ranks are on the opposite side. Yeah, that's because they're not levels, they're ranks. Okay, people confuse them. I played against people who confuse these cards as levels, and they do something and they think, oh, I'm gonna win if I do this with their levels. They're not levels, they're ranks, and then you just feel pretty stupid. Okay, so like any other monster, they have a name, attribute, rank, and except for that rank, then they have their stuff here, and it says XYZ as in XZs. I don't know. I thought it was XYZ, so XYZ monster. Well, when it first came out, it was they don't know what to say, XYZ or XYZ. And then the anime came out and it said XYZ. I don't know which one I prefer though. Okay, in order to bring out an XYZ monster for your extra deck, you're gonna need 2 level 4 monsters. So here's how you do it. Just keep watching. Let me just get those cards I need. Right, fast. Don't worry. Okay, 2 level 4. There's 1 level 4. And then you need 2 level 4s. Now in order to XYZ summon, you're going to need 2 level 4 monsters. You have these 2 guys on the field. You overlay, that's what it's called. You put them on top of each other. You stack them up, and then you just put out the XYZ monster on top. That's XYZ summoning for you. And here's one thing. Since it's kind of considered easier to bring out, you in order to activate its effect, most of the time it says detach 1 XYZ material. And like I said, whenever you synchro summon, they're called synchro materials. Whenever you fusion summoning, they are called fusion materials. When you XYZ summon, they're called fusion materials. I mean, XYZ materials, sorry. So in order to activate its effect, you detach 1 XYZ material. So, and it goes to the graveyard. And then you activate its effect. And then you attach 1 other one on the next turn because it says once per turn. And activate its effect. Boom. And then when it doesn't have any more, if you can't detach XYZ materials, you can't activate its effect. So that's the thing about XYZ monsters. They are like ammunition. Okay? So for this one, you need 2 level 4s. Now let me show you a level 3. This is a level 3. And then all you need are 2 level 3. Level 3 and a level 3. You stack them up on each other, bring out the dinosaur, Granosaurus. This is those guys. And now, time to show you the other one. Now this is a rank 8. See, like rank 8? It's 2 level 8 monsters. Bring out this guy by bringing out 2 level 8 monsters. Stack them up on each other and bring it out. And like I said before, level 8 monsters are usually great monsters. And same thing for XYZ monsters. Rank 8s are usually pretty awesome monsters. So there's that. And then I just wanted to show you that. That's basically it. Okay, let me just organize a little bit because I kind of spasmed out a little bit. Okay, I think I have enough time to explain what fusion summoning is. I mean, no. Why do I keep saying fusion summoning? Pendulum summoning. It's pretty easy, but you know what? No, I don't have any time. Sorry. So here was for you guys: synchro, XYZ, and fusion summoning. These are the main summonings that you want to do in a duel. If you can't, this is what you want to be doing in a duel: XYZ, synchro, or fusion, or pendulum. See, now that's basically how this game is being played at this moment. You focus on XYZ summoning a lot of monsters, or synchro summoning a lot of monsters, or fusion summoning monsters. And yeah, that's basically how they're played right now, instead of just summoning monsters like by tributing or just fusion. Now there's going to be a whole bunch of combos that get complicated doing all this stuff, but I will not get to that right now. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Please leave a like if you thought this video was informing. See you guys on the next vid. Bye.